Hello, my name is Daniel. Basically, I just want to make this video explaining how resolution works because I don't really see that many YouTube videos explaining it, but I think most of us should. It's not a simple concept. It's not a hard concept to understand. I'll start off with the most famous resolution so far, 1920 by 1080. Basically, when they write down when you see on the box about a screen's resolution, 1920 usually describes the width, as 1080 is the height of the pixels. How many pixels are on your for each section? So 1920 means that there's 900 1920 pixels spanning across the whole screen in general. It doesn't matter what type of screen you have. You could have comparing a 50-inch to a 70-inch. There's still gonna be 1920 pixels on that screen. It's just each pixel is gonna be more spread out. The more bigger a screen gets, the more spread out the pixels get. Unless the resolution's increased, then it'll take up more the dots. That's what pixels are, the little dots on your screen. It'll take up more of the space. So if you blew up like comparing like 480 by 270, and if you blew it up on a big screen, it'll look like crap because it's not only supporting 480 pixels in width and 270 pixels in height. Where if you blew up a 1080p 1920 by 1080 picture or video, it won't be looking distorted because it has more pixels and it fills in the gaps. And like I just said, pixels are the little dots on your screen. That's what makes up a picture on a computer screen. So that's basically the simple, a simplistic thing to figure out if you're buying a monitor. What does 1920 by 1080 mean? Like I really don't see that many videos, but it's not like I just said. I just explained it. The first when it says whatever starts off, whether it says 1920 or 480 or whatever the first number is, and it says and it has the X across it, and then it says the other number. First number usually like 1920 is always the width, always, and the other number 1080 is the height of the pixels. So that's basically what resolution is. If you blow up a picture, if you blow up a video that's was made with a resolution of 480 by 270, you blow it up to what? Put on a big ass 80-inch television. It just put it on some ridiculously large display. You're gonna be like, wow, this looks like crap. And it even looks like crap is because it only supports 480 pixels. So the more bigger the screen goes, the more the pixels are separated out. That's whereas if you use that same 80-inch display and you use 1920 by 1080, you're like, wow, this is 6 times better because there's 6 times as many pixels on the screen. Because the more pixels there is, the more detail. The more pixels on a screen there is, the more detail it gets into. Such as like the Apple Cinema display, it supports above full HD resolution. It comparing it to an 1920 by 1080, and compare the Apple Cinema display or a Dell. I forget what the name of the Dell monitor is, but I'll leave it in the description, or you can go to my webpage, electroweb101.co.cc. You can check it out. But basically, it shows a lot better, and since there's more pixels on that 27-inch monitor, it's gonna be more it's gonna have more detail than the than the a 1920 by 1080, which is full HD, and that's really about it. So if you have any questions about how resolution is, or dynamic ratio, or contrast ratio, whatever you're asking, OLED, difference between LED, LCD, CRT monitors. Which CRT, I don't even think they don't even have CRTs anymore. But if you have questions about it, leave a comment below.